Hey everyone, welcome and thanks for being here today. We have got a powerhouse session lined up. So, whether you're joining us from a job site, a control room, or your desk, you're in the high signal, no fluff conversation. Today, theme is simple: smarter sites, faster response, full visibility, and at the center of it all, the DJI Dock 3. Think about your current site operations, whether you are in security, infrastructure, or construction. You've got ground to cover, teams to coordinate, deadlines to hit, and yet it's hard to keep eyes on everything all the time. That's where the drone in a box autonomy comes in. With DJI Dock 3 plus FlightBase, sites can now monitor themselves. You get real time situational awareness, scheduled surveillance, automated progress tracking. It's like giving your site its own aerial command center. In today's session, we are going to show you exactly how to deploy these systems at scale, from securing critical infrastructure to tracking construction milestones with precision. We'll break down deployment strategies, security surveillance workflows, integration tips for smart operations. So, if you have been thinking, can this work for my site? What ROI can I expect from this? How do you get started fast? You're in the right place. Let me introduce today's lineup. First, we have Dino. Dino is the CEO and founder of DroneStars, a leading drone organization based in Netherlands. As a certified DJI dealer, DroneStars offers a wide range of services including drone sales, training, maintenance, and repair, catering to the B2B market with a focus of integrating drones safely into business operations. Next up, we have Rohan Pisipati. Rohan Pisipati is the solution engineer at FlightBase, and I would leave a part of Rohan's introduction for himself when he begins with his presentation. Lastly, before we dive right in, here are some housekeeping rules. But before we dive into the excitement, please grab some beverages while I go over a few housekeeping rules. Feel free to fire off any questions during the presentation by typing them in the Q&A section. The webinar is being recorded, so if your friends or colleagues missed it, they can catch it later online. If you're having bandwidth issues, don't worry. We are also streaming the event live on YouTube and LinkedIn. Also, tell us in the chat where you're joining from and what kind of site you're thinking about. Security, construction, utilities? We'd love to know. All right, let's get into it. Over to you, Dino.
Thank you. So I will take the screen then.
Yeah.
Yes. We check. Why can I not find it here? So do you see the presentation now?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Great. Yeah, I will first introduce myself. I'm Dino van Essen, co-founder of DroneStars. DroneStars is founded in 2050, so we have our 10 years anniversary this year. And we are focusing on the business-to-business market, and especially the drone sales at this moment together with FlightBase. So we started 10 years ago, and then it was quite hard for us to sell to business. DJI had only like the consumer side. Then they started to also have the business-to-business side, and we were the first one who just switched from consumer side to business. And from then on, we tried to help all businesses, all kind of businesses, with the drone. How do you say that? We try to help them everything with the drone. So we are not just selling the drones to them, we are also doing the training, we are doing the maintenance, we are helping them with the permits. So yeah, we basically can do like everything for you. So we are helping you from A to Z, so that you can start using drones by yourself in your own company. And today we are more focusing on AI-powered dog drones for alarm detection. So we are more focusing in the security market today. This was a short introduction. I will go further to the next slide. And I want to start with a video we made together with FlytBase to showcase how we are doing this kind of things. I will just start it.
At DroneStars, we strive to be your trusted partner in professional drone solutions, and that's why we're excited to introduce the DJI Dock 2, redefining autonomous drone operations. Imagine being able to remotely deploy with just a click. This revolutionizes workflows for enterprises in data capture, security, and various drone-related industries. We use FlytBase, a cloud-based software that streamlines automated operations, opening up a world of possibilities for missions and improving safety. For example, we can create missions, set flight paths, adjust safety settings, and customize geofences to our needs. Additionally, we can also designate no-fly zones. To tackle fragmentation in the drone ecosystem, FlytBase supports a wide variety of third-party apps, and you can even add CCTV for motion detection alarms. This adds an extra layer of monitoring and security to the already robust system. At DroneStars, our DJI certified technicians handle full installation and can provide in regular servicing, keeping your drone system mission ready at all times. Equipped with multiple cameras that provide wide perspectives and detailed close-ups, with enhanced versatility provided by its infrared camera. You can combine this technology with FlytBase for autonomous 3D mapping of all your assets. We believe the DJI Dock system is the ultimate tool to elevate your enterprise. Choose DroneStars as your trusted partner in professional drone solutions.
So yeah, this was the video. Go to the next slide. Yeah. So yeah, there was a video, and I hope this will give you a better idea of how we are doing things and what we are doing for the businesses we are helping. But yeah, as I said earlier in this webinar, that we are today focusing on docks together with security, and there's like one very big challenge at the moment. So if there are very large areas, and you see this a lot with solar farms, it's quite hard to monitor all the things, all the intruders and all the other things with just CCTV cameras. So what challenge do we have? Yeah, the traditional methods are inadequate. So they're not good enough at the moment, or they are so costly that it's not interesting anymore. So this is why we are also looking into the drones. So can we connect the CCTV cameras to the drones and help killing this challenge? If we go further, then we see the problems and the limitations we have right now. So if you compare it to the old methods, like petrols, they are very expensive, time consuming, and cannot cover all areas simultaneously. Cameras offer visibility but require constant monitoring and cannot take immediate action. And then 3, this is something I mentioned in the slide before as well, securing large areas often requires numerous fixed cameras, increasing cost and reducing flexibility. And that flexibility is really handy when you have a drone. But we will come to that later in the presentation. Then DJI Dock drones are powerful security solution. So here are some key benefits if you are using these type of drone docking systems. So these docking systems are always ready. So they are stored, the drones are stored in a charging dock and they are on standby till the moment there is somewhere alarm where we need to respond on. Then you have also the possibility to do automatic deployment. So it can be done by a trigger through a CCTV camera. I have like some photos later in the presentation where we can show that, how that actually works. But you can also say, okay, I want an automatic deployment like every hour. So we want to do patrols, but this time we don't want to do them with cars. We want to do them with the drones because it's much more efficient and it's much less costly than someone riding the perimeters all the time, like once an hour. So yeah, this is a big benefit of using the DJI Dock drones. Then you have like more advanced technology. You have thermal imaging. You have like night vision. You have zoom capabilities. So this drone, the new and latest drone from DJI, have like 28 times optical zoom. So if the person is like 200 meters away from you or even 300 meters away from you, you can still have a very clear image of him. So yeah, you have like very high quality of gathering data. And then you have like real-time communication. So this is something which was not used quite much in the last year, but we see also like a growth grow in here. You can put on like external speakers, and this is a way to communicate with the intruder that he's trespassing, he's doing something he is not allowed to, and that you need to leave like immediately, otherwise the police or another security firm will come and take him into custody. So yeah, you have also like an active communication right now with the intruder, which will definitely help leaving him the area. Then I've took out a couple of benefits of an AI-powered dock. On the left side, you see the DJI Dock 3 with the Motrice 4 TD. So this is the latest one. Yeah, if you compare this to the old methods, then you can say this has like a very fast response because the drone can be triggered automatically when the CCTV camera shows someone walking around the area, or maybe a car around the area which is not supposed to be there on that time, or maybe not supposed to be there at all. Then you can be in the air within 45 seconds. So this is like a very fast response, which is not possible with the old traditional methods. Then you can say like it's more cost saving. It reduces the cost significantly because like a person or a car who is driving around in the area is much more costly. So yeah, this is something you take into consideration, and it's also something why it's very interesting right now, because it reduces the cost a lot. We have seen, and we have also a calculation made by ourselves together with a big security firm here in the Netherlands, that it's almost 5 times cheaper to use this drone than sending someone over there to do regular patrols. Besides that, you also have like a wider coverage. So like one single drone can cover a large area, and minimizing the needs of additional cameras or personnel. This is also a little bit, it's the same as cost savings a little bit, but it's also another benefit because yeah, you have the possibility to do and to scan like very large area on a high altitude in a very quick way. Then we have the proactive prevention. So real-time communication with intruders increases the chance of preventing incidents before they escalate. So we have a very nice use case about this as well. This will come later this month, where we have actively used a DJI Dock with M4TD, where there was an intruder, and where we talked to the intruder and said that he was not allowed to go over the fence. And then he left, he walked away. So yeah, this was like a very good thing to showcase to our business partners, and it's also a new case who's coming out later this month. And then the last benefit, if you compare traditional methods to the drone docking systems, you have a much higher quality of gathering data. So you have a 4K zoom camera with 28 times optical zoom. You have a 640 thermal camera. You have a laser rangefinder, so you can also identify how far the intruder is from the building. And you have night scene mode, and this night scene mode will help you. It's like looks like a low light camera. So if it's like really dark, you can make it so bright that you can still see license plates or see what type of clothes people are wearing. So yeah, these 5 things are the most beneficial things if you compare the DJI Dock together with old methods like doing patrol with a person in a car. Then how does this AI works in this particular case? So what we see, and we see this a lot, there are a lot of CCTV cameras here in the Netherlands, and they can detect a person or an object together with AI. And when this person or object is detected, it will go to the control room where there is like alarm response. And the person who is sitting there is actively saying, okay, this person of this AI detection is a person or an object or a car or anything, and it's not allowed to be here. Then he can say from the control room, okay, I want to activate the dock. I want the drone to come out. I want to let the drone take off to an altitude of 120 meters, and then we are going to use this active track. And this active track is really interesting. In the middle, you see the car, and you see like a orange thing around the car and a green car above the car. The green part, the green icon, is saying, hey, there is a car over here. So the AI already saw that there is a car. Then you can tick on the car, the actual car, and then it will automatically follow the car. So it will automatically zoom with the zoom camera, and it will automatically follow everything what he is doing. And you can do this, we have tested this, for over 400 to 500 meters. So you can, yeah, having a person of interest or an object of interest, you can easily follow it. And this is much easier than the old traditional methods a lot of security firms are using now. So if we are going further, a modern security solution for today's challenge. So continuous availability, so operating 24/7 and automatically recharging in the dock. The drones are always ready for deployment. I think this is the most of the biggest advantage if you compare it with old methods. Then you have like dynamic security and protecting your assets. So with dynamic security, you can say like the AI-powered dock drones offer a modern, dynamic, and cost-effective perimeter security solution. And protecting your assets, it helps businesses and organizations protect their assets from unauthorized intruders, like we have said before in the slides. Then beyond intrusion detection, you can also expand your drone to do like more and other capabilities. So you can do a lot more when the drone is already sitting there. So this is also very good for your ROI. So your return on investment will be much higher or much faster if you are not using the drones only for alarm intrusion, but also to do like some inspection and maintenance, some emergency response, or some environmental monitoring. I especially chose this picture on the right side to show a case, to showcase something with solar. So In the back of the drone, you see a lot of solar panels. And you can imagine that these solar farms are really, really big. So if you have some CCTV cameras or other monitoring things who can give you an alarm that some intruder, or maybe not even intruder, but one of your colleagues is walking around there, then you can deploy the dock and you can see what's happening over there. This is like what's happening with the security firms. But they can do like a lot more now for the client. So they can also do the inspection of these solar panels. And we have done an inspection of 48,000 solar panels within 30 minutes. Then the pictures were sent to a company in the US, and they gave us like a PDF file with all the problems from the solar park. So if you send this then to the end client, you can do like a lot more than just the alarm intrusion, and you have like a much higher ROI. So your return on investment will be much easier. And this is something we see that a lot of companies are doing right now. So they're not just selling the alarm response, they're also doing some other things with the drone because it's already sitting there. And yeah, a drone can work 24/7. So you need to use it in the right way. Then we are coming to the last slide, a future-proof security strategy. So by embracing AI-powered dock drones, organizations can enhance their security posture, optimize resource allocation, and gain a significant competitive advantage. So DroneStars provides the expertise and support needed to effectively integrate these technologies into your security strategy. Contact us if you want to know more about this. So we have done this with the top 5 biggest security firms in the Netherlands. And we are just started with them, so it's like in a very early stage, but I'm 100% sure that in 1 or 2 years, all of these big security firms are using this kind of technology in a very big way. And then you are not talking about a couple docks. No, I think you're talking in 2 or 3 years about a couple hundred, maybe even 1,000 docks, which will be huge. So yeah, this is a huge thing in the security market right now. This was the last slide. If there are any questions about how about our business cases or about how we are doing things with this box, then you can give me a question in the chat box, and I will make 100% sure that you get an honest reaction from my side. So this was my presentation.
Thank you so much, Dino. Super inspiring to see how the DJI Dock 3 and the entire DroneStars team is making drone adoption practical and scalable for B2B teams. With AI-powered detection on board, the DJI Dock 3 can automatically identify people, vehicle, or anomalies, turning your drone into an intelligent eye in the sky. Now let's take everything that Dino showed us and go a level deeper. Because while the DJI Dock 3 is the hardware hero, it's the software that turns it into a true autonomous site solution. That's where FlytBase comes in. To walk us through how FlytBase brings the Dock 3 to life, from mission planning to real-time alerts to automated data capture and cloud-based control, we have got Rohan Pisipati, solution engineer at FlytBase. Rohan works hands-on with DJI Dock deployments across Europe and Middle East, helping partners and end users design smart workflows and scale them across multiple sites. Today, he's going to break down exactly how you can do the same. Over to you, Rohan.
Thank you so much, Aniket, and thank you so much, Dino, for that insights. And I truly appreciate the fact that the AI-powered drones can truly revolutionize the current drone infrastructure and indeed enable you to get max ROI. So yes, as explained by Aniket, indeed it's not just the hardware, it's the software workflow that actually fits into together and helps you get all of your goals into place. So to start with, I would give a brief explanation of how the dog drone deployments have been happening across the globe right now. So for the past few years, what we have seen is the entire market has actually been stuck in the wave zero, where it is actually like a POC. So all of the end customers are doing this POCs, and then these customers shifted to a pilot stage wherein they got one or two docks, did some pilots on a single side, scaled to wave two, that is like multiple docks on a single side, tried doing some end-to-end integrations, but the wave 3 deployments were something that have not happened a lot. But last few days we have been witnessing a significant shift. Leading organizations are now rapidly moving to this wave 3, wherein they are considering going to across 20, 30 docks, or as Dino mentioned, even 1,000 dock deployments across their operations. And this shift to wave 3 is truly revealing both the tremendous potential of how dog drone operations can truly go hand in hand with the manual operations and ensure the specific challenges of the industry are addressed. So to go on further details, I will briefly explain you some of the challenges that we have seen, which is preventing people from going through these waves. And on the basis of our understanding, we will try to give you some clear solutions. How can a software like FlytBase blend in together with this hardware to get you maximum benefits? So some of the challenges that we have observed is especially data security and IT compliance. Even if the enterprises procure necessary hardware, scaling of the deployments is stuck because of lack of internal IT compliances as well as external IT compliances. The second point that we have seen is lack of enterprise level integrations and end-to-end workflows. So always enterprises have thought on integrating these dog drones end-to-end with their internal systems, but any kind of a manual intervention into place is preventing them from scaling further. The third being cumbersome mission planning around the assets. So it becomes very critical that you have easier ways to plan your missions around this assets, make some kind of a scheduler or like say response based missions, and ensure that you are able to easily observe these things. So that again becomes very important in order to ensure these people are getting maximum value and easily they can use drones for their ops. The fourth one being, of course, once you gather the data, you need to have some intelligence on the top of the live data as well as the post flight data. So operators cannot sit on the computer 24/7 monitoring the operations. You need to have some smart methods in place. So these are some of the challenges that I will be going through one-on-one deeper. So let's deep dive and let's get more idea on how best can a solution, a software deployment can actually ensure all of these things can be catered. So the first challenge, that is the data security and IT compliance. So what we have seen is DJI Dock 3. It's a exceptionally well hardware, providing great hardware level security, but IT departments deploying these at scale, of course, they need end-to-end, you can say, compliance with their internal systems. So the first problem again that we have observed specifically in data security is their production scaling is blocked because their internal teams need some kind of reports on how best their internal IT things are not, you can say, you can consider they are not blocked or they can easily then procure more docs in the future. The second one being complex internal approvals. Like many a times there is a high stakeholder matrix in place in bigger organizations that again leads to huge delays while they are scaling through these waves. Third, of course, even if they get these approvals, many enterprises have, you can say, observed that the operational data collected remains inaccessible to all the members. So that is again some problem that we have observed. And last, of course, because of all these problems, the wave one and the wave two deployments are getting delayed. So these are some of the brief level, you can say, understanding of why the data security and IT compliance is posing like a challenge for scalability. So now how can we bundle a solution? And if software offers all of these tools to address the problems, will this help enterprises scale? So the answer is yes. And how, we can talk about more. So the first one is, if we have some kind like a firewall protection, which provides a hardware level firewall for enhanced network security, preventing any third party, you can say, data breaches, etc. The second one being secured allow list, ensuring that only specific ports and DNS that are managed internally in the company and something that the software provider is providing are allowed, and all other ports and DNS are blocked. Third one being, of course, real-time traffic monitoring, monitoring what how the network traffic is, and in case there is some kind of a breaching or any third party, you can say, DNS or port being entered, it automatically is being blocked by the server. So this is what is the solution, and FlightBase does provide all of these things together for ensuring that you can easily deploy Dock 3 without having to worry much about your fire or your internal IT compliances, etc. But how can we do this? So we have something called as FlightBase Shield, which is a unique data monitoring center, a real-time network intelligence tool on your FlightBase platform. So what this does is, this actually has something called as uh, firewall protection, wherein users have the ability to see how many ports and DNS are blocked, and only the allow list are being having the access to your Dock drone. Real-time traffic monitoring, of course, you can see which country, which region, where exactly that specific traffic has flown from. Fourth one being automated server blocking for any kind of unauthorized access. And yes, indeed, you can also see automated, you can say, indeed, these things together, when bundled with your hardware, you get the maximum value, and you can understand what truly is the power of FlightBase Shield in compliance with your Dock 3. So if you provide this, you can say, knowledge to your IT teams, they will get that confidence that the Dock drones can indeed be bundled with your internal systems. Not just this, FlightBase has something like the ISO 277,001 SOC 2 Type 2 compliance and GDPR compliance into place, where when bundled with the FlightBase Shield, you can say, enlarges the enterprise grade security solution that we offer. So this thing actually provides a lot of value to our customers, ensuring that they are able to use the solution securely. Along with that, FlightBase provides flexible deployment options. So the first one being the cloud-based deployment, wherein the software is deployed on AWS-based servers. The second one, where what we have seen upcoming now in the European region and across the world, is the on-premise and air-gapped solution, wherein the whole software is deployed on your existing hardware servers in order to provide you with extensive data security. And in an air gap system, the FlightBase platform operates offline. You don't need any kind of online intervention into place. Only the data will flow in your intranet, and you will be able to use the platform securely. The last one being in-country cloud. You can also deploy FlightBase on your internal AWS, or you can say Azure networks, and use or utilize the solution extensively. Not just this, FlightBase now also announces that the EU-based servers are now there for enhancing your existing Dock drone operations. This helps in ensuring the data security compliance as per GDPR, and also providing you with extreme low latency ops. So leverage the EU-based servers of FlightBase today for all of your version for on-prem. So stay tuned for it. So what is on-prem X1 Lite? On-prem X1 Lite provides you with access to the FlightBase platform on your private servers, but with a limited set of features, ensuring that you are easily going to the wave 2 of the deployments without having to worry much about the integrations. But if you want to integrate with your internal systems like alarms, video management systems, then you can consider the on-prem X1 Enterprise or on-prem X1 Air Gapped. The challenge 2. So what we have observed is there are lack of enterprise level integrations and end-to-end workflows, which again are posing a challenge for big enterprises to scale. So how can we solve this? So FlightBase introduces flinks and flows, which are enterprise grade integrations with softwares and third-party sensors to ensure that you are able to transfer data between these systems easily and can leverage the whole ecosystem that you already have. So the first thing is the alarm flink. So alarm flink enables you to integrate any third-party alarm with FlightBase using a secure webhook. And what can it do through these events that are generated by this alarms? You can generate some kind of an automation workflow for the drone to respond. Second one being the video streaming flink. So in the video streaming flink, FlightBase provide access to the RTSP or WebRTC protocol based links for accessing the live video stream of your Dock drones. And then these can be easily ingested in your video management systems like Genetec, Milestone, Dahua, etc. The third one being data processing flink. So you may be using some kind of a 3D orthomosaic platform, or you can say some post analysis softwares where you might need data, that is the media files or flight logs for post flight analysis. So easily integrate it with FlightBase just by a click of button and you can send the data across. The last one being detect and avoid and UTM flink. So it is very important that you have some kind of a detect and avoid sensor or a UTM in order to ensure you compliance with the airspace requirements for securing the BV loss approvals in your area. So FlightBase provides access to secure detect and avoid flinks and UTM, wherein all this intruder flight data can be represented on FlightBase, and operators then can have enhanced situational awareness for performing their daily flight operations. And with these flinks, DJI Dock 3 becomes now an integral part of your enterprise ecosystem rather than being just a standalone hardware. So just to throw some light, there are some specific deeper level flinks that we have worked upon. So one such is the Genetec video management system flink integration. So FlightBase now has a deeper level integration wherein you can see not just the drone video feed and Dock video feed on the Genetec VMS, but also drone telemetry, the real-time status of how your Dock drone are, and the map view to enable your security operators get more enhanced visual aid just along with the CCTV cameras, the static CCTV cameras that they have. Second one being the third-party alarm systems. So FlightBase boasts of multiple third-party alarms that have now been integrated with the platform. So some of this are briefly Avigilon. This has been integrated now with FlightBase and can be used for rapid drone response, wherein again you can utilize the alarm flink for triggering the webhook and then using FlightBase's flows to ensure that your drone is responding to these alarms in in zero response time. So second one being the Edesco GPRS, again one of the rapid drone response tools, ensuring that you can connect the system with your internal intrusion panels, which again triggers alarms to FlightBase. So this hardware has been utilized by multiple fire departments and public safety departments for ensuring that the internal fire safety intrusion panels send response to FlightBase and then the drone goes for first hand overview. Then some of the other systems that have been integrated are from Dahua. So you can easily integrate any Dahua CCTV cameras. And last being Central Square, again, very important alarm company from the public sector, ensuring you have a DFR level response whenever there is any 911 dispatch incident being triggered. So these were some of the challenges. The third challenge being the cumbersome mission planning around the assets. So many a times operators who perform 24/7 flight hops, they have mentioned these problems that with the mission planning, they face a 2D level limitation. Even in 3D, they face some limitations wherein they are not able to get the reality of how the terrain or the overall view is. So in order to solve this problem, FlightBase has come up with something called as 5D Mission Planner, which provides you with real-time, you can say, mission planning capabilities, wherein you can manually fly the drone through the FlightBase platform and record drone's heading, that is the drone, where the drone exactly is, the latitude, longitude, gimbal parameters, along with your like zoom capabilities, whether you want to capture image or record a video, etc. And the last being specifying the altitude at each point where you want to. And then once you land, automatically this mission is saved, and then you can replay this mission whenever you would like to do. So this solves the problem of, again, intricate mission planning, wherein operators don't have to sit on their computer and manually plan the missions across 3D obstacles or 2D obstacles. The challenge 4 is lack of intelligence in live data analytics. So many a times what we have observed again is real-time insights are not provided. Operators have to manually draft reports or include their insights and share this with their internal teams. This increases a lot of human intervention. Many a times responses are not provided properly. So in order to solve this, we have something called as the object detection, active counting, alerts, and logging. So what it does on FlightBase, you can now easily see different classes of the vehicles along with people detections. This can be a great sense for the AI detections into place. And not just this, users can bring in their own models also and can use that detection capabilities on FlightBase. So by default, we have vehicle detection and people detection, wherein daylight and nighttime vision vehicle detection can be there, along with people detection. And on the basis of these alerts, as mentioned by Dino as well, you can specify whether you want to move your gimbal and just put your POV on this particular object or follow that object. So these all cases can then be worked upon and ensure that you are able to get real-time insights and are able to successfully observe all the things in real time. So moving upon, some of the latest platform level updates that we have brought up to ensure how you can scale your Dock 3 ops. So the first one being AVS's parachute. So the AVS's parachute integration not just provides you with automated and manual deployment, but also gives you a sense of flight safety in case there is any kind of an obstacle into place. The PRS plus FTS will get triggered autonomously, and through the FlightBase dashboard, users get a visual feedback where exactly this drone has landed, and they can go and manually fetch the drone through the last located lat long on the map. So this is again very important from the perspective of flight safety and the BVLOS regulatory bodies in order to ensure you are able to safely fly in your environment. The next one being the ability to import point clouds, LiDAR based and elevation map overlays. So again, this feature is very critical from the perspective of flight safety, providing you high precision 3D point clouds on your fleet view maps and enabling the operators to have high resolution imagery of how the terrain exactly is in that area. So users can now directly do that through the FlightBase platform by utilizing the map overlay section. The other things are the terrain and the in-flight altitude visualization. So people can now check in real time before they are executing any mission or go to location of how the terrain is. And not just that, they can also see in live how the waypoint altitudes or the go to location altitude that they have provided, are they colliding it with the terrain, or how the other altitude limits are with the terrain. So this gives the operators real-time insight in order to safely execute these missions in real time. So the next one is improved Thrustmaster joystick. So Thrustmaster joystick provides high maneuverability over how you can control the drone remotely through the FlightBase platform. Users can now use this for enhanced controls, ensuring they are safely able to pitch, roll, yaw, taking manual control through the human machine interface. Also making sure that they can track and follow any object or obstacles with high precision and high zoom levels. So this thing has been utilized a lot by multiple security as well as public safety departments for ensuring they are able to do safe flight operations and for their existing use case. The next one being thermal based alerts. So users can set thresholds for the temperatures, and if these temperatures breach, users receive email based notifications, and post flight they receive the emails of what was the maximum temperature that was breached and the minimum temperature threshold that was detected. So this again can be utilized in multiple asset inspection use case industries wherein it becomes very important to check the temperatures of the nearby areas. Now, how to start with the DJI Dock 3 operations? By going through the case 1, case 2, case 3, we got to know that FlightBase platform does solve all of the problems that we have seen coming up so far in the last 2 to 3 years since the advent of the DJI Dock 1. So in order to now get started with your DJI Dock 3, FlightBase boasts upon by providing the BVLOS waiver template specifically designed for the Dock 3 deployments. So users can reach out to support@flightbase.com in order to get more information and use these templates to provide it to your BVLOS approval bodies. The second one being FlightBase Pro. So FlightBase Pro is the all-in-one solution of how we think these Dock drone deployments can be scaled from wave 2 to wave 3, wherein number one, we tackle the enterprise-grade security by providing secure operations without any kind of IT friction, enterprise-level integration, seamless end-to-end workflows using Flinks. The third one being cumbersome mission planning capabilities by solving it through 5D mission planning, providing easier way for the operators to use the platform. And the last being real-time AI by providing smart detection capabilities and logging. And what of it? You can get this FlightBase Pro at just $99 per month, and it is available now at a retail price of $999 per year globally. So you can easily get started with FlightBase at just $99. And what it provides users an access to add multiple DJI docks along with multiple users to the platform. And in order to know more, please feel free to go to flightbase.com/pricing and check the real time, you can say, details between our different pricing and get more data on it. And in order to scale with the FlightBase Pro, users can start small, of course, start with one dock, and then on the basis of the pay-as-you-go model, users can slowly scale as per your pace and expand when they are ready. So FlightBase Pro provides users with that, you can say, entry into the market, and they can easily get started with the flight operations using FlightBase, ensuring they are solving all of those problems for their internal teams and external stakeholders. Not just it, we have multiple case studies that we have done recently, and the multiple deployments that we have are expanding across 90 plus different countries, starting from United States, Shell Petroleum in EU, then Dole in the Asia Pacific region, Overwatch security in US. So we have deployments in multiple use cases, and all of these problems that we discussed today came from by understanding different cases of multiple deployments that we already have done, and getting data pointers on how best can we solve those. So that is it from my end. Thank you so much for joining this session. Feel free to drop in any of your questions in the Q&A tab, and we'll be ensuring that all of your questions go answered. And feel free to contact us in order to know more on flightbase.com/contact us. You can reach out to our nearest partners like DroneStars in Netherlands by going to flightbase.com/partner. So start scaling your Dock drone ops today using FlightBase. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rohan and Dino. A huge thanks to both of you and all of you who joined from across industries and time zones. We hope you're walking away with a clearer vision of how DJI Dock 3 plus FlightBase can transform your site operations, from smarter surveillance to real-time AI-powered monitoring. If you're ready to explore a deployment or just want to chat about what's possible, what possibilities can be explored, you can reach out to us directly via the contact details that Rohan has shared. Also, you'll receive a follow-up email with the session recording, resources, and next steps. Until next time, keep your sites smart, secure, and autonomous. Take care, everyone. Thank you.